and again, I'm super beginner on this stuff, so any insight you have is super helpful. But the Sri Chakra Yantra,
Yantra.
and that it's such an interesting symbol, and like it basically, from me looking out as a beginner, it looks like it symbolizes like everything you've been talking about in this and in the universe. But like, what does that symbol mean traditionally, and how can we use it?
So the Sri Chakra Yantra is actually a geometric representation of the entire cosmos.
Wow.
It is possibly the most powerful geometric diagram you will ever come across in your life. It is known to be so powerful. They have done tests in Russia. I can tell you of one example where seeds germinate 2.2 times better when they're placed in front of this geometric diagram.
That's
Scientifically
crazy.
proven.
But
And also, it is completely in accordance with the golden ratio, you know, the Fibonacci sequence.
yeah.
So just looking at this yantra, the geometric drawing of the yantra, can bring you to a state of peace of mind.
Wow.
You could meditate for 20 minutes, or you could look at this yantra for 2
Wow.
minutes. It both have the same effect.
Where did it come from? What, like, who was the first person to draw it, or the first tradition to have it kind of in somewhere?
So these geometric patterns are common throughout different civilizations. You saw it with the Aztecs, you saw it with the Egyptians, the pyramids, you saw it, you know, in the Indian tradition with the mandalas. But I think with the Hindus, they went a little further, and the rishis, who are the seers, you know, they're the people who were given instructions from the universe possibly to
Wow.
you know, come up with these things, and they made this drawing, and this is a very common drawing you will see across India, and it is known for the amount of power that it generates. There is no prayer, there is no puja, there is no
Wow.
worship which happens without the worship of some kind of geometry in India. So this, a yantra, is a geometric pattern. So now this is augmented by a mantra, which is the sound aspect. So if you put a yantra on a tonoscope, for example, right?
Yeah.
You will get a certain sound. So that becomes the mantra of that particular yantra.
Wow.
So it's all really complex, and at the same time, it all ties up together,
Yeah,
and it
it
all
all
makes
connects.
sense. It's just the complexity of it is really hard to fathom. For me, studying the yantra, you know, it took 2 years.
Wow.